So you're in a relationship and they start to pull away. And you're recognizing, oh shoot, this person seems like an avoidant. But you really like them, you even love them, but they're pulling away from you. What do? What does a secure person do here? Good question to be asking yourself. Should you mirror their energy? There's a lot of content out there saying to mirror their energy and to just go quiet and make them miss you and make them feel safe. But if you're mirroring their energy, but you want a close and consistent relationship, one, you're playing a game, and number two, you are self-abandoning because that's not what you want in a relationship. And you shouldn't have to self-sacrifice and self-abandon what it is that you truly want and desire in a relationship. You shouldn't chase them either, because chasing them, well, it enables that behavior, is telling them that that behavior is okay, but you're also degrading your own self-worth because you shouldn't lower yourself to chase somebody, right? You deserve love in return, just like you give it to the other person. You shouldn't have to prove your worth to them. And chasing them, unfortunately, sets that mindset in. So what should you do? What you should do is clearly and kindly state your boundaries. Let this person know exactly how you feel about it and what works for you and what doesn't work. What does that look like? It looks like this. I've been noticing that there's been inconsistency. I've been noticing a disconnect, and I haven't really been hearing much communication from you. I've been noticing that plans have been getting canceled. And consistency in a relationship is something that's really important to me. So is communication. And when I'm not communicated with, I feel like I'm not being considered or prioritized. If you need some time to yourself, that's okay, but I need to be communicated with. The lack of communication doesn't work for me. There you go, point blank. You asserted your boundaries. You've let them know what works. You can also ask for clarity beforehand too. Just say, hey, I've noticed some distance here. Is this relationship something that you're interested in continuing? And then when they give you some sort of excuse, like they're busy with work, then you go into your boundary. But either way, communicate your boundary. Let them know what your needs are and what your expectations are. But yeah, they might leave the relationship because you held a boundary and you held out expectations. And yeah, it would be disappointing and heartbreaking to lose a relationship. But at the end of the day, if they leave because you communicated boundaries and needs in a healthy way, or they blame you for being needy, let them go. Because what they're saying is they're not empathizing with you. They're not considering your feelings or needs. Your needs and feelings are not important to them. And they were never going to show up for you, and they were never going to meet your expectations. And it was going to be a one-sided relationship where you had to tiptoe, walk on eggshells, and self-abandon to keep them in the relationship. What kind of relationship is that? It's not a relationship at all. It is not a healthy one. It's one where you lose yourself and you become more anxious and you self-abandon. Acknowledge your worth. Respect your worth. You deserve to have someone put the same effort into you that you put into them. And you deserve to have your needs met and have effort towards having your needs met. Know what you want in a relationship. And if you want closeness and communication, don't settle for less. Yeah, it's disappointing to see the relationship fail. But guess what? Now you're no longer tied up with a person that's emotionally unavailable. You're no longer tied up with a person that doesn't have communication skills, a person that doesn't know how to emotionally regulate, a person that doesn't know how to truly bond and connect. Now you're free to meet the person that does know how to do that and wants to do that. And that's the relationship that is so much more fulfilling. But as long as you're tied up with the avoidant because you're not holding boundaries, you are not available to meet the emotionally available partner. That relationship with the avoidant is heading towards the cliff. If they're not taking accountability and they're not working on themselves, the failure is inevitable. But all you're doing is delaying that failure. And by the time you get to that failure, you've spent more time and emotional energy into a failed relationship, which makes it hurt that much worse. And that's time of your life you can't get back. And maybe you could have used that time to meet the right person that is emotionally available. Hold your boundaries. It's how you get to the healthy, secure partner.